Hello everyone, Fluffy here. Uh, Here with an update video. I know some of y'all wanted me to update y'all, and I said I would. Let me start by saying thank you so much to everyone that have sent me prayers and positive vibes. It means a whole lot to me that y'all have done that. Um, where to begin? It is April. Um, I think back at the beginning of April, I have been fighting a sinus infection for a while. Um, and I got a Z-Pack. It was the day that I got the Z-Pack was out and about when I wore the t-shirt. Remember that? I've been having sinus issues and things like that. And I've been having memory issues, like worse than fibro fog, but really didn't relate the two. I still don't know if they're related. But after taking the Z-Pack, it didn't go away. And so I did a conference call, the Zoom call with my doctor, and he put me on more antibiotics, steroid, four things. And it was slow to get better, and it's just now getting better. But my memory started to get worse. And of course, y'all know what happened on Friday. Um, I had three different times where uh, I lost like where I was. I was with the kid running around, and we left a place, and I see her left signal on, and because she was driving, and I go, no, we're supposed to go right. And she's like, no, mom, we're supposed to go left. And I looked around, and I had no idea where we were. And so when she turned left and got to the light, it kind of dawned on me uh, where we were. Shortly after that, we uh, went to the next town, Sarge's old town, and did some things there and something specific. We had a specific errand to run. So we went back. And as we were driving on the highway, because we had another stop to make, several stops to make, um, I don't know what I said to her. And she's like, Mom, we were just at so and so. I said, What? She's like, We were just at so and so. And I said, Oh, I said, I don't remember that. Now, that was like 10 minutes prior, maybe five. I said, Oh, I don't remember that. I thought we were just driving to be driving. She kind of looked at me. So um, I knew where I was, per se, but couldn't remember why we were on the highway. Later on, then I filmed the video where I'm in the car and I was complaining about people not wearing masks. After that, we're driving around and we're finishing up. And we drive, and this is an intersection. I've been in my town, excuse me, since 1977. My father was military, and we were here, and he retired here, so we've been here ever since. This intersection is a main intersection in our town, and we were driving up to it, and and I'm like, "Where are we?" She's like, "We're right here. We're going to the Chick-fil-A." I said, "What?" They were. She wasn't going for me. I don't shop. But she says, "We're going to go to Chick-fil-A." And I said, "What?" And I said, "Where is it?" She goes, "Mom, it's over there." And I looked around and I looked at her and I said, "I have no idea where we are." I said, "I do not recognize this area." Well, she was concerned, and I was upset about that. So she says, "Well, I'm going to take you home." And so she took me home, and she finished the errands. She had a few more errands to her load. We try to get everything done in a day. Uh, so she came back. And in the meantime, I called a friend and was telling them what had happened, but I could not even get the story out. I kept stumbling, I kept forgetting. It was very frustrating. So I had made some kimchi soup, and the kid came home and we're eating, and I just started rethinking it, and I got scared. And I told the kid, I said, I need to go to the emergency room. This is not right. So I went and I told them, they started asking me questions, and apparently I had all the symptoms of COVID except for, excuse me, fever. So they immediately and I said, but I'm here for my memory. That's a problem. But I think scatterbrained, there's a word for it. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Um, is part of the COVID too. So they immediately got me in. Everybody was like very well dressed in gear. And so they took me to a room, and they tested me and were able to get the results quicker because they didn't do the up and nose test. They did a chest x-ray. And the PA that took care of me said that COVID will show up right away. She goes, it'll show up bright in an x-ray. I don't know what that means. So that came back negative. I started crying, and because I was so relieved. And they did other tests, and long story short, all my tests came back fine. They were concerned about my heart rate because it just would not come down. They said I was a little dehydrated, so I got a total of 2 bags of saline, and it still wouldn't come down. So they said, well, let's see if you have a blood clot. And I couldn't remember whether she said heart or lungs. I can't remember, but I got a chest x-ray. Nothing. So I'm on steroids for the sinus infection, and she said, and my daughter looked it up, that going on those steroids can cause memory loss. But I had only been on the steroids that day. It was the first day that I took them. And she goes, I know you had memory problems before, but the steroids probably exacerbated them. So, and there's only so much they can do in an emergency room. Well, what the lady didn't tell me is when I was talking to the discharge nurse, she's going through instructions, which there really weren't many, but they have me a referral to a neurologist. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't the PA tell me if she was that concerned about it? Does that make sense, or am I just stupid? But so that's where we are. And then yesterday, yesterday, the emergency room called me to, excuse me, y'all, didn't sleep well last night. The emergency room called me doing a follow up. And I told him I'm no better than before. And he's like, really? I said, yeah, I'm no better than before. Still having all the problems. I've still been glitching. I'm still stumbling on my words, still forgetting conversations. Um, I asked my daughter a question like 3 or 4 times. Talking to another friend, and I asked the same question like 4 times. And so talking to people, they had suggested maybe it's the Cymbalta, and I'm like, I don't know, and kind of had blown that off before. And so the more I thought about it, and I remember the first time I mentioned when I saw the heart doctor and everything, remember I had told the roomie that about my heart palpitations and stuff, and I thought, it was the coffee, and I stopped drinking so much coffee and it went away. Uh, anyway, I've been having the chest pain and pressure. Me, costochondritis, because the heart doctor, I had an appointment with him and he said everything came out fine, which we all knew because of my chart. But I remember the rheumatologist saying, when did that start? Did it start when you started on the Cymbalta? And I told her, I honestly don't know. So I looked up Cymbalta symptoms, and I'm right in line with that. So what I've decided to do is I will stop the Cymbalta. I wanted to stop it before, and I don't know if I mentioned it, and friends and family kind of did not like that because I was going to do it by myself. I know I can't do it cold turkey, so I'm not stupid, but I promised them that I would get with the rheumatologist first and talk to them about it. So I called today, talked to her nurse, and said, it's not supposed to be iced coffee, but my hot coffee got cold. Um, and I told her I'm having a lot of symptoms of the on the Cymbalta, a lot of the ones that says contact the doctor right away, come to the emergency room right away. Um, irritability, y'all. I've been snappish. Look, I've been a bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I'm naturally an aggressive person, and I've made a lot of changes in my life where I'm getting back to my pre the X days, getting my confidence back. Wanting to do more, uh, working on my health, try to get more energy. I mean, who wouldn't, right? And so that made me pushy, aggressive. I don't think those are the words, but I'm not a pushover. And so I've always been like that. I've always had a strong personality, but not like this. This is easily aggravated. I get pissed off for no reason, and it's not right. And the girls are taking a hit. My friends are taking a hit. And thank goodness they all love me enough that, they're going to try to let me work on it. Thank y'all. You know who you are. Um, so that's where I am. So I'm supposed to be resting, and I don't know if it's some Cymbalta, but as I get older, I want less stuff. I used to be all about the little knickknacks and decorations, and I'm looking over on my dresser, and I'm looking going, that's just too many stuff. But I got sick of the house looking awful, so I cleaned almost the whole house yesterday. I scrubbed down the kitchen. I scrubbed my bathroom. I straightened up my bedroom, did laundry, changed the sheets. Mopped. I mopped the living room, the kitchen, the dining area, well, as much as I could with Denise's bed there. I swept and mopped my floors. I swept and mopped and scrubbed down my bathroom. And y'all, my body said, "Bitch, sit down." So last night was a Norco night, and I'm a little sluggish from that, but that's all I've been doing is resting. And so I told y'all I would give you an update video, and so I have. I don't know when I'll go live again. I don't know. I have so I called. See, come back, Fluff. I'm sorry when I laugh at Think Shakes. I'm on my laptop, so it's probably going to be another crappy looking video, but um. So everything's on that TV tray and the bed, so it's jiggling when I laugh. So I'll try not to laugh. Um, I have a video consult with my rheumatologist tomorrow morning, and I told the nurse, look, uh, I want to come off the Cymbalta. I know I can't come off of it cold turkey, but I'm going to come off of it with or without her help, but I'd rather have it with her help. And so I just want to know, what she says about that. So nurse talked to her. She called me back and said, "Yeah, you can't go cold turkey." And I'm thinking, "Yeah, I know that." She said, "But she's gonna want you to set up a video conference with her, a video appointment with her tomorrow, and y'all can talk about it." And I said, "Okay." So tomorrow morning at about 11:30 Texas time, um, I will be talking to her about it. Um, and hopefully, and I will still, now I'm still, because I'm assuming, because I don't know, I'm assuming that some of this is the Cymbalta, because I have been twitching at night, and that's been the last 3 weeks when all this started to happen. How does a sinus infection tie into it? I don't know. I really don't know, but it's just weird that it all, happened at the same time. So I will still see the neurologist. Uh, and I don't know how soon I'll get to see him. But if in the meantime I start feeling better, I still might go. I still might go. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, they did a CT scan of my brain, of my head, and they said they didn't see anything. But an MRI is more in detail than a CT scan. But then again, there again, the emergency room can only do so much. So, um, that's about it, and that's where I am. I'm not sure when my next video will be. I'm so sorry, but I've been kind of slacking with that. I got things occupying my mind, and that's the only excuse that I have. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. I've got a couple of new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I normally, well, I go in spurts, and so I've been kind of lacking. So please don't give up on me. Just go watch my old videos. Y'all please stay safe with this corona stuff, please, please, please. And I told the kid, if they lift this state up early, oh, she and I are still going to be practicing the protocol, the lockdown protocol. I just, in my opinion, it's still too early to bring everybody up. Not that I don't want everybody to go out and work and things like that, because I do. I know how people, you get stir crazy. So I've been preparing for this the last few years because I've been quite the homebody. But I thank y'all for watching. God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind and be your own advocate. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all real soon, okay? Bye.